like rocket fuel.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist.
A fight for the right to be number one. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a battle of the top two teams in the AFC West, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chargers' all-time passing leader, Phillip Rivers, who's been their starter since 2006, trotting onto the field. And I'll tell you what, he may be just a couple of years from 40, but he can still do it. You look back to 2018, some people were whispering MVP and Rivers in the same breath with what he did in that campaign. Especially impressive in 2 December primetime victories, one against the Steelers, one against the division rival Chiefs. And although things ended not quite how they wanted in the playoffs to New England, Phillip Rivers still feels like he has a lot left in the tank. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
If you're going to talk about great players with the Chargers, you have to include their center, Mike Pouncey, a 4-time Pro Bowler. He and his brother Marquise with the Pittsburgh Steelers, they were the Pro Bowl centers for the AFC in 2018.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
When your defense ranks 31st against the pass, you have to make moves in order to make it better. And the Chiefs did exactly that in bringing in safety Tyrann Mathieu, who has great instincts and the ability to play both safety and nickel corner. I love the way that he roams around the secondary and brings a great attitude and edge.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 22 carries, 80 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
On second down, Williams. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And the division title out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
So it's just a matter of adjusting now, isn't it? And what I mean by that is mentally. Every team starts the season thinking, let's go for the number 1 seed, right? Being the top team. Number 2 is pretty great, too, because you get the opening bye, and you're at home after that. But it doesn't matter at this point. Just getting in, and you just sit down and talk to your team. Would you rather go on the road and deal with someone, or would you rather stay at home for the playoffs? Let's go on the road and go take someone out.
Throwing, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Squeeze, double. Check 31, check 31.
Rivers out quickly here to Allen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. From the red zone now, Rivers. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Automatic 1st down.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
You must be dreaming. Wait, 89.
Here's Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Stand up here.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Rivers. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Badgley's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Encroachment, defense.
Brings up 3rd and 5. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
We own them.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Sterling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Gets this one to Hill. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Neil Sterling, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
180. Ready? Double tight. Double tight. Everyone, we got 4 down.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
1st down, Chargers.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 50. 50. Check Mike 50.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Complete to Travis Benjamin. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
makes the score Chargers 10.
That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing, but I wonder about mindset because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, official.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Anthony Sherman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rivers hands off to Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and now it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Chargers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Rivers to throw it. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. 4th down, Rivers. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Jatavis Brown on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Jerry Tillery, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Butker able to put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Philip Rivers and his Chargers about ready to take over again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. To throw, Rivers. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. As you see the season totals, barring a really great effort today, Charles, probably going to fall a little bit shy of 1,000, but still he's had some moments this year.
Plenty of them for him to be in this spot right now. And I don't know about you, but I'm betting that the head coach spent this entire week playing a little bit of a mind game with him.
How so?
You go by him in practice. You go by him in the locker room. And you keep muttering like, yeah, it's been a pretty darn good year. I guess not going to get to 1,000, but, you know, been a good year overall. And see if that motivation increases his production. And if you're able to do that, it increases your chances of winning.
We're going to find out. It's possible. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Mahomes now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now it's Mahomes again. It's Williams on the catch. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Neil Sterling as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff Live's
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15. And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the Chargers' 44-yard line.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Watch out for Hill on the return. And now here comes Kansas City. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard.
Holding.
Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They get the versatile Cameron Irving that time, former first-round pick out of Florida State. They go play action here on first down. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this is caught by Watkins. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Here we go.
13 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Nasir Adderley on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast, game the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And you can see they're in second place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. They have the best record among the wild card contenders, but you never really feel comfortable when you're down around that 5 or 6 slot, do you?
No, you don't. You figure you've got to close the deal. You've got to make sure you clinch that spot to make sure you keep your place in the tournament, in the playoffs. But the other part, too, is the coaching staff. All year they've talked about getting a high seed, clinching home field. Now that talk changes to, hey, we're in. That's all that matters. Let's go on the road and take care of business.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And the Chargers first down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rivers now from the 50. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And an alley to run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes, and that is incomplete.
Mahomes pass. Intended for number 88. Incomplete.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Eckler, the ball carrier. Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
On the draw, it's Jackson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Again, it's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Adrian Phillips on the stop. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Rivers on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. It's complete to Williams.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, But the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
From the gun, Rivers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Play action now. Rivers going deep for Benjamin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rivers on the money, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
A gain of 4.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he fires one, but incomplete. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. 4th down, Rivers. And this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Push it back.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Hyde, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
On second down, Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They run it again with Williams. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Rivers now to throw on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. To throw is Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Rivers. Open man is Cantrell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing Rivers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Rivers now. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Dylan Cantrell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
34.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. Williams. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Mahomes pass to the sideline and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Rivers and the Chargers now. Down by 11, 80 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down.
53, Mike, 53. We ain't giving them nothing today. Wait, 89.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Rivers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Personal foul.
Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Rivers to throw it. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Everyone's got 4 down.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Rivers pass complete to number 84. He's out of bounds right at the line.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. A first down throw here for Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Tight right. 4 down.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That's it, baby.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Chiefs, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for our visitors, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for